You're right with nature because it's just beautiful.
You clearly love what you do every day. You totally do. You're beaming and smiling while you're gutting fish. Tell me about that. So I'm enjoying the wind and the natural beauty of Bayfield here today. And I'm excited because we're exploring fishing, which is crucial to the Great Lakes, Lake Superior, and the history of Bayfield here. Plus, I'm going to get together with a commercial fisherman, another Eric P. We're going to go out and catch fish dark and early tomorrow morning. And hopefully, after I help him clean some, I'll get to eat some. How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it for 42 years. Never knew anything other, you know, and my dad fished most of his life when I was 18, and I went fishing right away, and
that was it.
That was it. Not like I was hooked, but the first day we go out, we set, and then we go lift them the next morning, and then we set them right back normally.
You know, you set the nets, and then you reel in all those fish, and it can go up to 1,000 pounds.
Oh, better than 1,000 pounds days. You know, we had like 1,700 a couple of days before that, so.
That's a heck of a day. I mean, it's such a unique deal every day.
We never usually take a day off. Every day, you never know what you're going to catch. Some days are, you know, you can catch only a box of fish. You're happy with whatever catch you catch, so.
What are the fish you usually catch in this part of Lake Superior?
There's a lot of whitefish around here, so more whitefish than anything else, but lake trout, herring, walleyes.
So your daily process, you go out, you do the nets and everything, take us through it.
Okay, we leave at 5 in the morning. We get to the nets 7, give or take, and we pick the buoy up. We throw it in the lifter. The lifter does more work than we do actually, because if you ever tried to pull them by hand, you'd figure out that the lifter really did a lot of work. So then we get to the anchor. The anchor keeps the nets down on the bottom, and it keeps them where they're supposed to be. We pick all the fish out, throw them on ice. If it's a good lift, we set right back. Normally if there's fish there, then there's going to be fish there the next day too. So it's a repetitive process, and then you're in a rush to get home to get them to market.
So you've worked with Bodin for generations.
All of our life.
They take the fish, finish it off, and get it ready for restaurants.
Right.
So that way people, not only in Bayfield, but in places far and wide, can enjoy really fresh fish.
All over, yep.
When the fish comes into our dock, we'll buy the fish, weigh it, separate it. There's statistics someplace in the world that says 10% of the people catch their own fish. The rest of the world kind of depends on commercial fishing to be viable, to provide that product to them. Well, I think number one, it's very manual, from lifting and pulling the fish out of the twine to the hands-on steps and processes in the back. We try to distribute a lot of our fish to that 150-mile radius with our own delivery vehicles for the Friday fish fries. Whether it's a retail customer or the chef in the kitchen opening the box and putting their nose right in it and saying this is just the best thing that they've seen. It's also interesting to have people call us from the coast and order fish that they can't get, but they want a taste of home. They will end up paying the cost of some overnight shipping just to get what we have here. Having the long-standing relationship with the fishermen, giving them a dock to park their boats at, giving them dressing knives and gloves, oilers. We kind of do a lot of that back-end company store things for the fishermen here on the dock and keep them coming back with their catches. Well, I think Bayfield just embraces the nautical. It's just a connection to the lake. And with that comes the importance of the water.
So who all is permitted to fish here?
Tribal fishermen, the state fishermen, and then the sportsman fishermen. And that's what I do. Is I'm a tribal fisherman. My father now, he was a state fisherman also. Before or gave us the right to fish, he was a state fisherman and he owned a state license.
So you catch all this fish pretty much every day. You still love to eat it?
If I could, I would eat it every day, but my girls beg to differ. I cooked it 1 week. I cooked straight every day. I cooked fish. I bring it home. I cook it right outside, fry it up, get ready. And they said, boy, is there something else we can have? All my friends that come up, you know, when I cook fish for them, they said, boy, this tastes so good. And I said, well, that's because it was caught this morning.
Well, it's interesting being in this tug because you're almost at water level when you're in it, and you're cutting the fish. You throw the entrails out, and the seagulls come down on it. Everything's right at surface level.
And like I said, every day is a new, different something. You never know what you're going to catch, and you never know what the day is going to bring, or how rough it's going to be, or how nice it's going to be. Or this is my first and best job. We're still fishing today, and I just love it. I just love to fish. So.